Good morning, everyone. We hope you had a cracking weekend. We've got another busy week, and we're going to bring you along for the ride with us. This is starting to hurt a bit more now. Nice little lump on the side of my face, but hey ho, it's worth it. It's proper red now as well, isn't it? But anyway, we are going to be starting this week with a HPA build on one of the new Nuprols. We're dropping a Kythera engine into it, so let's get into it. We're going to show you the whole process from start to finish. The customer wants to keep all the internals out of it, so we'll just bag them up. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. POLARSTAR KYTHERA and a Nuprol Delta Pioneer Defender, or Pioneer. Yeah, Delta Pioneer. Brand new Pioneer. I'm just going to start ripping it out. Let's get cracking. There we go. Right, that was a faff. One Nuprol gearbox out, and they've changed the gearbox. Look at that. Doesn't look too bad. Taken out the corners, which is nice. Very nice wiring. Oh, there we go. Wire and feed design. So standard mechanical trigger, standard V2 mechanical trigger. Safe, semi, full auto. Let's just check the shimming on these. It's quite tight. It's quite tight, not a lot of play. Let's check the middle gear. Shimming's a bit tight on that. But doesn't matter because it's getting HPA'd. It's getting a Kythera in it. Let's keep going. Good air seal, not too bad. Good air seal. Standard Nuprol tappet plate. Yeah, standard Nuprol gears. Not too bad, the gears aren't for these. Yeah, standard trigger, not too bad. Right, let's get these out. Keep the selector plate in, keep the safety latch in, and
just need to get rid of all the shims. Right. And there we have it, one completely stripped gearbox. Right, POLARSTAR time. Engine. You've got the bag with the springs in. Put this away for the time being. So let's first see how she sits in the gearbox. See if the clamping pressure from the box is enough. We're going to run that down. Yeah, we'll route that through one of those, I think. Just got to set some a bit wobbly. Get a couple of screws in this, see what the clamping pressure's like. There we go, front, back, and then we'll go to one in the front and one in the middle. Okay, so that is clamped together. Yep, no movement, no left to right movement. Can't rotate, that's fine. And the release is working as well. You can see the tab moving. So we know that's going to be fine. Nozzle alignment on these is usually pretty good. We will be able to check this once we've got it back in the gear, in the lower receiver, and we've got the upper receiver fitted. Fantastic, so we can go ahead and get this installed and get it all calibrated and show you guys what we're doing. Get these, put these away here for the time being. Cool, right, Kythera engine. Couple of things to tell you about, guys. When you receive the Kytheras, you may receive them with their trigger. Is this the right size? Yep. With their trigger all the way in, and people will install it. They'll put the line in, and they will get nothing from the trigger. They'll try resetting it, and just nothing. This top grub screw here. If I loosen this out, you'll be able to see the bar comes down and you'll be able to hear a click. There, that little click there. And that allows me pull the trigger. Get that in a minute. You've got threaded holes here and at the back. Don't know if you can see that in there. That is for your trigger end stop. And not sensitivity as much, because there's only really one sensitivity for this, but it allows you to choose where you want your trigger to be to release the, well, to activate the sears really and allow air through. Very simple system. Let's get some air plugged into it and I'll show you how it works. And we're not even going to tighten this up fully, we're just going to nip it up. Just going to turn that a little bit, nip it up there. So no tools have been used for that, we'll keep that there for the time being. We've got a tank here. Oh, we've got this set to, this is currently set to 85 psi, 90 psi, 85. And I'm going to plug this into the Kythera. Don't know if you saw it do that, guys. So we push the nozzle all the way in. See if I can get this to do it again. As soon as you connect air to it, just keep an eye on that nozzle. There you go. Pushes it forward. And then for whatever reason it did jam, you can just use the mechanical cable to reset it. So we know that works. We know the trigger is set at a operating position. Let's get it installed with the trigger, with the safety. He's not going to need the selector. Actually, he will need the selector because we're keeping the safety in it. So he will need the selector plate. Let's go and install that back in place. There we go. Do. Ah, this is the fun bit. This is the fun bit. Not the right screw. Why isn't that going in? That's not the right screw. Where's my screw that I dropped? Got it. I think I've got it. You will go in. You too good for your home?
Son of a bitch, Paul, why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Lovely. So when the selector switch is in safe, pushes that up, and that will, I'm trying to show you here actually, when that's in safe, that will stop the trigger from engaging, and then when it's in its rest position, it'll be there. That allows the trigger to move freely. Sort the cabling out in a minute, sort all that out. That's going to come down like that, I think. That's not too much of a serious bend. Go ahead and tighten this up now. That's fine. Yeah, that bend will be fine. So bend it back on itself like that. It's not kinking. I think what I might have to do, because it does look like it's kinking a little bit. No, that's not kinking, that's fine. It's just a little bit of a bend there, but it's not kinking. I'll have to sort that out in a minute. Right, trigger spring. We're dropping everything today. Dropping everything. Let's see whereabouts this trigger is going to be resting. And the resets. It's going to be quite a sensitive trigger actually, just on its own like that. Let's just get this closed up. Let's get this closed up and see what it's going to be like with the gearbox casing on. Shims in there. Do the airline first. Put you down like that. Yes, I think we'll do it that way. Let's get some screws in it. Some screws in it and see what she's saying. Okay, so pull the trigger. Right, so that's the first problem we've encountered. That is not a tight enough angle to reset it. So we're going to have to bring the cable, I think, out the rear. Let's try that first. Not catching on anything. No. No, not catching. That's good. That's what we want. Cool. So trigger pulled. That's much better. Can hear that resetting now. No wobble from the engine, left to right, or forward or back. Beautiful. And if we reset it with it in safe, so the trigger is bang where we want it to be. Airline as well, I'll sort of show you this. A bit easy from the side there. No kinks, just a nice bend. You can see there the engine is situated nice and centre. Hopefully the nozzle alignment's going to be good. Let's get this built up. So tight. Air. Let's get air. Where's the tank gone? Right, fingers crossed. Let's reset it. Cool. So we know that's all operating correctly. What I do want to do though, before we drop it back into the body, just make sure that so that won't fit through there. However, POLARSTAR have. Don't lose any of that. Don't lose any of those. Will that fit through there? No. We might have to either see if we can take this off, which I don't really want to do, or open up the centre hole, the feed line. Saves opening the gearbox again. So yeah, let's see what we can do with that. Okay, what I've decided to do is we're going to cut this off. I'm going to put a QD on it. It's going to be the easiest thing to do, I think. Much better. And then if we need to, there we go. Makes that a lot easier. And that will fit straight through there. Plenty of line. Beautiful. Let's get it installed. One thing we can't forget to do is install the spring guide. What we're going to do with that as well is we should be able to drop this in. He says should. May have to modify that. No, let's just put it in from the back. We may have to modify it. No. Should be alright if we can turn that into place. Sorry guys, it's not on camera at the moment. I just want to make sure that we're good to do this. Yeah, cool. So that's going to be in place, so the buffer tube can still attach to it. Lovely. Yes. I think I'm going to put the grip on first and then the buffer tube. Yeah. Do the grip first. That's situated in place. Where's our centre pin? Punched you out somewhere. Where are you? Where have you gone? Centre pin, no. Front body pin, rear body pin. Magazine catch. There, it's right in front of my face. Wow. There's the tappy stick. It's aligned. Lovely. Might as well get the rear one in as well. Get it all central. Sweet, sweet. Right, that is going to be the only issue. It's going to be the can you see there? It's not quite long enough. No, I don't want that coming through the grip. So it needs to be able to. Yeah, it needs to be coming through the back end because that's a nice and easy reset there. So yeah, we will keep it in a buffer tube. That's not a problem. Not a problem. Sling plates on. I have to guide this past this screw plate. Beautiful, beautiful. To be fair, we can actually still grab that. We can. Now it's the fun part of trying to align this spring guard again. That's aligned. That's aligned. It's going to be off camera for this minute, guys, just so I can see what I'm doing. And that should clamp up nicely. Should, he says should. Buffer tube on. Spring guide nice and straight. And then I don't know if you can see, you probably got to see the cable there, but you can just get it. It may need pliers or a hook to reset that. Tell you what, I wonder if we put air into it. If we put the air into it, is that going to reset it? Let's have a look, shall we? No, it still needs to be mechanically reset first. And then. I wonder if we put a cable tie. If we cable tie it, and then we can tuck the cable ties in at the end. That might be a good idea. Where's my cable ties? Bear with, callers. We're getting there. We're getting somewhere.
2 hours later.
I hope. Imagine if we do all this and it doesn't work. Cool. Wrap that in there. Pull that. Oh, lovely. Sweet. Right, let's show you what we've done. Just quickly done there. We've elongated the cable. So if I just disconnect the air, pull the trigger, so it's fired. Say he's got a jam, but his air's still connected, and you can't pull it. Doesn't matter what you do there, and you need to mechanically pull it. You've now got the cable tie. Reset. Yeah, I think that'll do. That'll do. Next one. Grip. Let's get the grip tightened down. So I'm going to put... just going to put 2 in for the time being. Just in case we need to go back in for whatever reason. That sun is bright today, I tell you that. It is lovely in Lincoln. Grip on. Let's get the mag release in. Spring. Button. Buttons. If no one's seen Sea Nanas, by the way, go and watch Sea Nanas on YouTube. Hilarious. Gary's mod. Sea Nanas Gary's mod. Mag catch. Working. Lovely. Oh, don't forget that. Don't forget that. In the hopes that everything we've done doesn't need touching, we can have a look at hop bookings and nubs and barrels after we get it chronoed. Put the screw back in for the time being as well. Just do that finger tight. There we have it. Just get the stopper on. Give it a more completed look. That's better. I'm gonna go test this. Where's my mag? 0.3's the mag. 0.3's at about 85, 90 psi. Let's see if it feeds first. Feeds fine. Chrono on 0.3's. It's not bad actually, 0.9 joules. Those who don't believe me, 0.9. Consistency wise, shot memo, so what was that? 255 on the last, 256, 256, 256, 255, 255, 258, 252, 253, 253, 251, and then the first one was 124, so I think that was just a, don't know what happened there, but yeah. Nice and consistent. So that's not too bad actually. I mean, the POLARSTARs, the Kytheras do like to operate from 60 to 100, I think it's 140. So what's that? 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So that's on 85 psi, just under a joule. So that is still going to be somewhat efficient to run on a game day. Now let's have a look at the nozzle alignments. Let's just get that cleared. Detach. So this is going to be really difficult to show you guys, but I will try. But let me check first. So we look down the barrel, and what we're looking for is a nice black circle around the nozzle of the engine. And to be fair, we're pretty much spot on. Don't know if I can. This could be difficult to show you guys. I think it's not going to be enough lighting. I don't know if we get a torch on it actually. Don't know if we can. Nah, the camera's not going to be able to pick this up at all, is it? No, you won't be able to see down there. But there is a very, very thin black circle that goes around the nozzle, and you want that. If the nozzle's upwards or left or right, it can affect the hop on the BB. Tell you what, that wasn't too bad for less than an hour. Less than an hour install. All we need to do now is make sure that we run some tests, make sure it feeds on a couple of different mags. Get the speak with the customer, see what upgrades he wants to do regarding the booking and the nub. But yeah, see you on the next one.